You want to marry a stubborn head. Nothing can calm him down. Nobody can talk to him. And you want to go ahead in marrying this guy. OYO. Hi guys, you're welcome back to our channel.
Welcome.
If this is the first time here, you are highly welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being a loyal subscriber. Thank you for always tuning in into our videos. We love you so much. It's been a while that we don't sit down video, so it's good to be back. Alright guys, so today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic.
Okay.
So it's going to be into two parts. For today, we are going to be talking to single ladies. We're going to be talking to you guys today. So our topic for today is don't marry him if. So we are going to be highlighting some things here, and we're going to be ticking it. So take your jotter, take a cup of coffee, and sit back and enjoy this video. So guys, our first point is don't marry him if he can't see. So we're not talking about physical sight now. So we are simply saying that don't marry him if he does not have vision. Obviously, someone that cannot see does not have vision, and someone that sees has vision. So don't marry him if he does not have vision, babe.
Yeah, don't marry him if he cannot see, if he doesn't have vision for himself and for you, right? Because is the anchor of the marriage, and wherever he goes or wherever he leads you, that is where you also go. And you will need to follow someone who knows road, right? So that is how it is. Sometimes the man might not have everything figured out in terms of what he wants, what he really wants, or what is going to happen in the future. But at least he should have an idea of what he wants. Right? So you should have an idea. Okay, this is what I'm studying. I want to become a pilot. I want to do this in the next 10 years. I want to go, all these things, you should have them figured out, at least to some extent. You should follow someone that has a vision, someone that can see, the future 10, 20, 50 years, and ask you in their plans. Of
course, you can't be in a car with a driver that's you plan to go to Lagos and he just decided to go to Oyo town. Like, it's two different routes. So obviously you are also in the car together with him. So if he does not have direction, he will also misguide you. At the same time, also, it's not just about having vision alone. Like, he must not be a lazy man. So even though he's not yet there, but he's actually doing something, you know that this guy is trying, is hardworking. You are seeing it in him. So yes, so you have to watch out for that. Don't look at his present state now to judge him. You get?
The summary is just that don't marry someone that cannot see the future and is also presently lazy. So that is the summary. So if you want to marry someone that knows his future, knows what he wants to be. We all know that anything can happen along the way. So, but the person at that particular point in time must know what he wants for the future and must also be hardworking. Not that the person is just telling you that I have a bright future, I'm going to take you to Maldives, I'm going to take you to Mauritania and all that, without seeing anything in his hands.
And next point is don't marry him if he is not your cheerleader. He's not happy about your success. He's not happy about your achievements. He's not encouraging you and all of that. And then what are you still doing with him? No, tell me. What are you still doing with him? Your spouse supposed to be your first cheerleader. Like, over to you.
The person you want to marry should be your number one cheerleader. So if he's not your cheerleader, your number one cheerleader, then don't marry the person. Because it should be your number one support system.
Yeah.
That's the meaning. It should be your number one support system, because everything is not going to be, rosy every time. It's not going to be bed of roses. There are some times that you will have some downs, and those periods you will need someone to lean on. You will need someone to support. So your husband should be that kind of person, right? So we should just look out. If the person that you are looking at, you are prospecting, is someone that probably whenever you are down, he doesn't have any good words to motivate you back, to cheer you back up, or whenever you even win, he doesn't show his happiness, that that's my girl, that's my this and that. It's not just when you are down, it's also when you are up, when you are having a very good time, when you are having those your wins. If he's not there to cheer you up, to congratulate you, to felicitate with you, then there might be something wrong. Probably the person is insecure with your wins. So be careful, just watch out for that. So don't marry him
He's not proud of you.
He's not proud of you, if he's not your number one cheerleader. Thank you.
Our next point is, don't marry him if he is not mature. Guys, like I just discovered that age is just a number. Like,
so when did you discover?
Age is just a number. There are some persons that they are just old and they are not mature. So don't marry him. Don't look at his age. There's sometimes that some lady be like, oh, I want a man that is going to be 10 years older than me, and 20 years older than me, 30 years older than me, because they believe that the man is mature, like,
to treat them fine,
to treat them well and all of that. And let me shock you. Even a guy that is 1 year older than you, even the one that is that you are 3 years older than, can be more mature even than you. So please don't just look at that age to determine the maturity and all that. Okay, I want 10 years older. Of course, I don't have any issue with 10 years older. I'm just saying that you are looking for older men because you believe they'll be mature. Age is just number. Maturity.
Throw more light so that it will be more clear.
Okay.
So what she's trying to say is that you should not base your standard of maturity on age. So if you look at maturity, is, you can say, understanding. Someone that understands what relationship is. Someone that understands what marriage is. That is maturity.
There's some people that they are even old, that they don't know anything about marriage. They've never read a book about marriage. They've never listened to anything about relationship and everything. So
there's no way you will get good results with that
at all.
So the scripture says that in all that get understanding.
And make sure that before you marry, you make sure that he is mature and he's not mommy's boy. He's not mommy's boy. Of course, there will be parents to son attachment, but it should not be at the extreme. You just got something, and before you need next 1 minute, mommy has had about it. Everything is about, let me ask mommy.
It's not just mommy's boy, someone that cannot make decisions for himself. That is also part of maturity. Because when you attain certain age, they call you an adult, and one of the reasons why they call you an adult is that you are able to make some decisions on your own. So if you are not able to make some decisions on your own, then you are not ready for marriage. You are not ready for marriage. So don't marry someone that cannot stand on his own, not someone that is rigid, right? Rigid, right? So, but someone that cannot stand on his own and someone that lacks understanding of what marriage really is.
Yes. But that mommy's boy is very, that aspect is very important. You don't want to get married to mommy's boy. You don't want to know how it feels.
Do you know how it feels?
I don't know how it feels.
So why are you not asking them? Do you have people that?
Of course.
Alright.
Yeah.
Our next point is that don't marry him if he is abusive. If he is abusive, we have different levels or different types of abuse. Right, we have we have emotional abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, different kind of abuse, right? So any of the kinds of abuse, don't marry him if he is abusive. There are some persons while you were courting your prospect, you would have known, okay, if this person probably when he is angry he can say anything. Right, when he's angry, he can say anything. Don't marry him, because as a lady, ladies are emotional beings.
Yeah.
So anything you say, someone says to you, it can ring for years. So it can cause psychological trauma or anything like that. So, and if the person physically abuses you, that is before marriage, it is better you just cut it like that, because if he beats you or physically abuses you now before marriage, you can be sure that he's going to do more than that. Promise after marriage. So don't marry anybody that abuses you, maybe physically, emotionally, any kind of
abuse. There was a lady that told me when we were talking about this abuse something. So she was like, when some women also behave in such a way that they need beating, and I was like, are you kidding me? When last did your parents flogged you? So you will get married and the what's it called, the punishment for your sin is beating. Even when your parents will reach a certain age that they can't even lay their hands on you again. So that kind of mentality, that okay, there's some ladies that also behave in such a way that they need beating. So look at that kind of mentality. So if she get married and her husband is abusive, she'll just give an excuse that because I did this, because I did that. So there's no excuse for it. Like, I don't want to hear any reason, like the reason why he beats me. No. So please don't even if it's a mistake, like just raise your hand, like no, so that's you need to rethink. You need to rethink your decision about the relationship. Another aspect of abuse is if he manipulates you, like he gaslights you, manipulates you in such a way that he will always make you to feel guilty, even if he's the one that is guilty of whatever that happens, but he will just turn it around and make sure that he will manipulate such that you will feel like you are guilty. So please. Our next point is don't marry him if he is stingy. We cannot overemphasize this thing. Don't marry him if he is not a giver. You go suffer, you go explain tired. You will always give accounts. You will always shalaye, because even the little money that is giving you have to account for it well. And also, it's not like you're not working, but there is this joy of our husband giving us money. Yeah, I don't know about you, but
don't marry him if he's stingy, because whether you like it or not, inside marriage is inside marriage you will be giving, you know. They will always give and take.
Yeah.
Alright, and you cannot even, there's no way you can express love without giving.
Yes. For God so loved the world that He gave, underline. That's the evidence of the love. He gave us the Son.
Giving is part of the ways through which the husband must express his love.
Yes.
Maybe giving in terms of money, in terms of time, attention, anything, you know. You must be able to give. But if he is stingy, okay, you call him now. Can I see you this? Hello. You know my work. I cannot be with you now. Or you need so, and you know, if you notice that he's stingy, monetarily or any, and you know, it is advisable
because you are going to endure a lot of things. For instance, if you are starting up as a newly married couple and probably you want to get a blender, I'll be like, blender. Do you know how much they are selling blender? I bet go and buy go and buy olota. What is the olota in English? I don't know. The traditional stone for grind. I bet go and buy it, you know. Please, we need to get gas. Hello, what happens to do you know how much they are selling gas now? Let us go and buy charcoal pot. Of course, I don't have anything against charcoal, but of course, obviously, it is stressful than gas and all of that. So it's going to stress you. Whereas when you see a beautiful woman, everything fresh, go and ask the husband.
To lead us to our next point, don't marry him if he is unfaithful. So don't marry him if he is unfaithful. Don't reward unfaithfulness. There are some ladies, you know, probably because of your age and the guy you are prospecting or you are courting or you are dating, right? You know that the guy is seeing another person, but because he has promised you marriage, you just feel like, okay, let me marry him, he's going to change when we marry and all that. Don't try it. Don't try it. A fornicator is an adulterer in the making. If he is fornicating right now, it means that he's going to commit adultery in marriage. So don't marry such person.
You are dating someone and he has impregnated like 2-3 persons. What are you still doing? Like, this thing happens, like it happens. Like you are aware that not before you met, even inside the relationship, you impregnated like 2-3 persons, or even if it's just one person, but you have been seeing the person consistently, and you still go ahead with the marriage, and you still want to go ahead with the marriage. Like, okay, I forgive him. Of course, you definitely forgive him, but it's not all forgiveness that and things that you just forgive and that would be the end of the chapter. You understand? So please, if you are watching this video and you know, if is a cheat, you don't even think about it twice. Like, don't think about it twice, because it's going to
compound your woes inside marriage.
As in, you don't want to marry an unfaithful man. You know, you will not even be, you won't have peace of mind in the marriage. And you don't even want to marry someone that is going to bring infections and it's going to affect you also. So don't even think about it. If he's an unfaithful man, if he's still connecting with other ladies and all of that, and you are thinking that, okay, because he wants to marry you, that you are the luckiest girl among them, oh God. Don't even think about this. Just don't marry him. If he's not faithful to you, don't marry him. So our next point is, don't marry him if he is arrogant. If he's proud, don't marry him. Now let me explain. You want to marry someone and nobody can talk to him. Whatever he says is the final, and nothing will change it. You want to marry a stubborn head. Nothing can calm him down. Nobody can talk to him, and you want to go ahead in marrying this guy. OYO, baby.
Alright, I think she has explained it all. Don't marry someone that is arrogant, someone that is full of pride. He doesn't have anybody that he submits to, someone that can talk to him, you know, someone that can, he doesn't receive advice. You as a lady, you have tried to speak with him concerning some things, even though you are right or wrong, he doesn't, you know, take those advices, right? So because inside marriage there will be a lot of times where you guys should sit down and deliberate on some issues, right? So you want to marry as someone that is arrogant, that does not take advice, that does not shift ground, that does not compromise, right? So don't marry an arrogant person.
Listen, a friend of mine was gisting me about a guy, you know, I was dating this arrogant guy, and you know, if the guy is just misbehaving, she can't talk to him, she can't correct him and all of that. Like, are you the one to tell me? That is language. Are you the one to tell me? It was just so stressful that even whenever he wants to call, she's always afraid and all of that. So please don't marry him if he doesn't have any authority that he submits to. It's just on his own. He only advises himself and take the advice of himself just alone. So please take caution.
Our last point is don't marry him if he is not God-fearing, if he is an unbeliever. This shouldn't be even a debate. If you are a believer, you shouldn't marry an unbeliever. Even if he has good morals.
Yes. That's where the confusion usually comes in. Like,
this person is good,
it's better than a believer.
It's even better than some believers.
Better than some believers, yes.
So you shouldn't even try it, because the nature of God, he doesn't have it.
Yes.
The nature of God, just like when if you plant an orange seed, what you expect is an orange fruit, right? You can't get a grip on an orange fruit, right? So as an unbeliever, whether you like it or not, he has the nature of sin inside of him. Even if he's trying to be moral now, that nature of sin will overcome that person later on. Because someone that is an unbeliever, we have unbelieving friends. We move with unbelieving companies, and before you know it, you'll be dragged. So it's not about he is nice, he is this, he is that, he's caring and all that, he's romantic. So no matter your spec, right? No matter what your spec is, right? There will always be someone in the kingdom, right? In the Christendom that will fit into it. So don't think like all the guys that I've been seeing in church, they are not as good as this and that. Just like one pastor said, will you say that because there is no water again, you will now go and be drinking diesel? It's not possible. Or because you say that okay, all the water in this land is bad, let me go and be drinking diesel, or let me go and be drinking kerosene. It's not possible, right? So you won't even think that way. So that is how it should be. You as a believer, you should not marry an unbeliever. It is a no. And as if you want to marry a believer, then you marry a God-fearing believer, right? You marry someone that listens to God, that knows God, you know, that is devoted. Not just that reference God, that has a godly mentor, right? That has a godly mentor. So that is where you now narrow down your search. You narrow down your spec, So the first thing, counsel unbelieving partner. The next thing, a God-fearing believer.
Yeah, a man that submits to God and recognize the word of God as the final say, no matter what, no matter how. You know, sometimes that even a believer, maybe there is a family culture or tradition, will be like, oh, that is how they do
in our
family and everything. That's how they do. That's how they do to our first child and all of that. That is not in line with the word of God. You understand? So you have to marry a God-fearing man that totally submits to the word of God as the highest authority. Yes. The thing is that most times, not as if we don't actually know the right thing or we don't see the signal, but most times we don't see the signal personally. You know, we see other person's own. You know, that's why most time when somebody comes for advice, you are able to give advice to the person. You know, sometimes you may even be passing through the same issue, but you are able to give advice to the other person. Okay, for instance, maybe you are in an abusive relationship. You knew that it's an abusive relationship and somebody else comes to you that, okay, I'm in an abusive relationship. Of course you say, please, run away. But personally, you're not running away, you're just finding excuse. So please, sometimes if you are going through issue in your relationship, picture it in such a way that it is somebody that comes to you for advice. What will you give to that person? You understand? What are you going to tell the person?
Separate your emotions.
Yes. And address the issue. Yes. What will I tell the person? Okay, if you are struggling with a stingy spouse that you hardly get something from him, you are struggling with it, but somebody else comes to you that, okay, my fiance has never gotten anything. You'll be like, seriously, what are you still doing with him? Whereas, what are you still doing with him also? So please address the issue as if you are addressing somebody else's issue. Put yourself in other person's shoe and advise the person, advise yourself that, hello, what am I still doing here? So most times it's not as if people are not seeing the red sign. People are seeing the red sign. When there are issues in mind, they'll be like, okay, don't you see this thing before? Of course they saw it before, but they are just hoping for change and all of that. So please address the issue as if you are addressing somebody else's issue. Like,
separate your emotions and tell yourself the truth.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, so that's it. All right, guys, I hope you learned one or two things from this video. Of course, we can't say it all, but with what the Holy Spirit is going to teach you on what to do, the steps to take. We trust God for that. So, all right, guys, we hope that you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to hit the like button and also share to your single friends. So we are going to be talking about don't marry her. So we are not going to talk about guys alone. Yeah, so we are going to be doing another series on don't marry her. So watch out for it. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. For those people that are tuning in to us but they've not subscribed, I caught somebody recently. I've been watching our channel since and she didn't subscribe. So I was like, really? You've not subscribed? So I know that sometimes you forgot. You forgot to subscribe. So I'm reminding you now to please subscribe to our channel,
and share to
your friends, and like the video.
And if you have more points, you can drop it in the
if you have more points, kindly drop it in the comment section. All right, guys, see you in our next video. Till then, keep starring. We love you. Bye.